Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Aggie basketball on KMYU. We are so excited. This is the first of 10 games we are broadcasting with you, and I am personally excited to be broadcasting with former Aggie great Gary Wilkinson. A lot of fun to see. You got to love being back in this building.
This is a great place. This is just like home for me.
Exactly. All the fans that you've seen over the years when you were playing here. Let's talk about these two teams, Gary. Tonight we've got a little bit of an in-state rivalry between Southern Utah and Utah State, and the interesting thing is they both have first-year coaches. Tell us first about Rob Jeter and what he brings to this Thunderbird group.
Well, yeah, Rob's been around for a long time. He has about 23 years of coaching experience, and he's taken a number of teams to the NCAA tournament. He's played at some really big schools. He knows how to win. He's taken teams from losing records to winning records in the last places he's been. So he's a great fit for this spot, and I think he brings a lot to the Thunderbirds.
On the other side of it, I mean, we know Danny Sprinkle from the Big Sky, enthusiastic guy. What does he mean to this Aggie team?
I think he fits in great with Logan in this valley. I've been to a few practices. He runs these guys hard-nosed. They grind things out. They're really strong defensively, and I think that they're invested in this community. I think he's a great fit for this community as well.
Well, this is absolutely perfect then. First-year coaches going at it, Southern Utah against Utah State. We've got a lot of players, a lot of playmakers to talk about throughout the game, and we will get to that. Settle in and enjoy tonight's Utah State basketball broadcast as the Aggies take on the Thunderbirds of Southern Utah right here on KMYU, and it starts right after this. Good evening, everybody. Back here in Logan for Aggie basketball. Not a massive crowd yet, but pretty good student section, Gary. I mean, I know as a player you love that.
Yes, the Utah State student section is what makes this place great.
Among the best.
Yep, and they've turned out tonight.
All right, so we are underway. Jumping at center, Parsa Fala. We'll talk about him as we go through this game. From the Iranian national team, actually one of the few returning players on this Southern Utah team, and it's really that way for both sides as Dominique Ford opens up.
Yeah, Fala brings some much-needed experience to Southern Utah with as many transfers as they had. He's going to be a key component for them tonight and throughout the season.
Dumping it in low post, and Osabor cannot finish and does not like that.
That's a matchup to watch. Both of those two are the leading scorers for their teams, and they're very skilled post players. Utah State's going to look to go to him quite frequently, I assume.
Osabor out of England, and I remember him last year from Montana State. Every time that you get a new coach hire, it tends to bring a lot of players with it.
Right. They like to bring who they know.
Yeah, exactly. And they brought a couple. Darius Brown's another one. And that shot is missed, and here come the Aggies as Josh Aduje with the rebound. And here we go. Osabor again. And the ball is stolen away. Zion Young got his hand in there.
This looked like Southern Utah's prepped pretty well. They knew where the Aggies are going to go early in this game.
And on the other end, Prophet Johnson responds. So they get the turnover, as you mentioned, and come right down and get the hoop.
The one thing I've played is against Southern Utah a number of times, and you just have to be prepared to – they're going to come out and fight, and they're going to be playing gritty offense and gritty defense, and if you're not mentally locked in, they're going to make you pay.
And it feels like it's been that way no matter who the coach is.
Yeah, undoubtedly, yes.
Foul early on, so Isaac Johnson called for the foul. Johnson, the sophomore out of American Fork High School here in Utah. Our broadcast locally on KMYU television and on the Mountain West Conference Network as well. Dave Fox on with Gary Wilkinson, 2009 WAC Player of the Year, back in his old college stomping grounds. Into the post, and a layup and one as Parsa Fala gets to the basket.
Southern Utah is a team that can put some points on the board. In their last game, they put 108 points. They're very aggressive offensively, and they're going to give them fits to the Aggies right now.
Yeah, and Gary with Johnson already picking up 2 fouls. That's not the start he wanted.
No, but Fala's a tough matchup.
Hasn't been a great free throw shooter yet, only 50% on the early season, but he hits that one. So again, it's 8-0. The Aggies have not managed to score yet. Ball slip. And Mason tipped in. Great Alsamore.
It's a good aggressive play by Falslove, giving his teammate an opportunity to put it back.
Also played just up the road at Skyview High School. Great football player as well. Trying to get in the post. Fala again. Offensive board profit. Three-pointer on the way. And Zion Young delivers. And folks, we got an 11-2 start for Southern Utah.
Yeah, they came ready to play. They shot the ball well. They're not intimidated by the atmosphere. And they're a team that's playing with a lot of confidence right now. They have Utah State on their back foot.
4 for 6 from the field already. And they have 2 3-pointers.
Right. Well, and in the first 2 games, Utah State's really showed that they can get after teams defensively. So that's what I expected. And I thought, you know, Southern Utah was going to have to spread the floor so that they could open it up for Fala inside. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're shooting. They're making Utah State stretch their defense so that they can get it into the post.
Well, Danny Sprinkle, I remember him from Montana State, had a very aggressive defense up there. So I assume he brings that with him.
Yeah, I've watched him in a few practices, and that's
they
had a lot of focus. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, the Aggies falling behind early, but we got a lot of basketball to go. Max Ogbanpolo. That's his last name is Ogbanpolo. And I'm going to say that repeatedly until I make sure I get it absolutely right. Max Ogbanpolo. Transferred from USC and Wyoming. But these days, Gary, that's not that unusual.
Right. Well, if you look at both these teams, the transfer portal was well used.
Yeah, it was. Falslev shot. Parsifala got in the way of that, but the Aggies have it again. And here goes Falslev. Lost the ball out of bounds. They're going to say that it's a foul on Braden Housley.
One thing I like about Mason is he's got a motor. He doesn't quit. I've watched a few times missed shots. He's after his own rebound. He's in there. He's athletic. He's using that athleticism to his advantage.
Housley, by the way, another local out of Utah from Skyridge High School down in Lehigh, and another foul. This time it's Fala working on the post move with Ian Martinez. Incidentally, another transfer played at Utah and Maryland.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent on this team, and just finding a way to make it mesh and work together.
Martinez has not shot a free throw this season. And he gets his first.
It's a good start.
Yep. So he's 100%. See how long that could last. Listen how quiet it gets for him. This is a crowd that knows the situation. And he hits them both. So there you go, 100%.
There's always a curse when I step at the free throw line and the commentators started talking about my free throw percentage.
You could hear them?
I'd always miss it. I just watch the TV game after and realize, Wilkinson shoots 80% from the line, and the next thing I know,
and then you miss it. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest, they hate it when you bring that up, but I figured it was safe to mention that he hadn't even shot a free throw yet. Yeah. What a block! Oh my, Ian Martinez.
Gotta look up.
Here come the Aggies.
That's a good play.
Ogbanpolo cannot finish the lob, but there is a foul.
I thought it might have. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's on Housley again. That's 2 on Housley, right? Yeah.
No, I thought we had an easier player. Mason would have looked up a little bit earlier. It's kind of wide open, but turned out all right.
Well, Ogbanpolo certainly got up there. Ogbanpolo, 6'9", sophomore. Transferred USC, then he went to Wyoming.
Logan's not much warmer than Wyoming.
I was going to say, that should be comfortable. We've all been to Laramie for various WAC games over the years.
Yeah, it's not an easy place to get to.
And it's cold in the winter. I remember going to a Utah football game in Laramie. The lights actually went out. Urban Meyer was the coach at the time. It was freezing.
The lights were the only thing keeping you warm up there?
Yeah. There you go, layup at the other end. Prophet Johnson. Drive. Up and in, Darius Brown, another one of the Montana State transfers that Danny Sprinkle brought with him.
Yeah, I've liked him these first couple games. Playing with confidence, he's an aggressive player, he's strong defensively. He brings a lot to the Aggie team.
The drive in the post. And Chaz Hutchinson stays with it.
A couple second chance points and scrappy plays are what are putting these points on the board for SUU.
Aggies fighting back though after that rough start. Kick out three-pointer on the way. Agbankpolo, and no. He's about a 20% three-point shooter so far this season.
Got to come up with the loose balls.
Falsleb looking, drives, and Falsleb up and in.
That's a good, strong play. He's going to be something great for the Aggies. Young player, playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, just a freshman. We got a foul. So Ian Martinez, yeah, he picks up the foul. So early going here, and the Aggies right now trailing Southern Utah 15-9 on the Mountain West Conference Network and of course KMYU. Aggie basketball on the Mountain West Network and KMYU TV locally. Dave Fox along with former Aggie great Gary Wilkinson. Anything jump out at you so far early going statistically?
Yeah, these early shooting percentages for Southern Utah, if they sustain this, it's going to be hard for the Aggies to win. 66% from three, 54% from the field. Those are pretty high shooting percentages if Aggies want to come away with a win tonight.
The Aggies do not have a three yet. They've only attempted one. We'll keep an eye on that. Prophet Johnson. Three-pointer, Dominique Ford. No, here come the Aggies.
And Darius Brown's all of them.
Oh, no. That's two on Martinez, as they call an offensive foul.
I think that one could have gone either way, but unfortunately went against Martinez tonight.
Well, we know what the Aggies think. One of the better student sections you'll see anywhere. Martinez then two fouls, and Johnson has two fouls. So here we are only 5 minutes into the game and already a little bit of foul trouble. And the drive and the reverse by Chaz Hutchinson as Rob Jeter's Southern Utah team looking good early on.
Yeah, they're moving the ball really well. They got 3 assists on their 17 points. That's what you'd like to see.
Great. Osabor.
Yeah, Osabor, he's got a lot of skill down there on the block. He's got a lot of things in his repertoire. Spin, move, great footwork, good vision.
6'8", 250-pounder. You could sense he was a little frustrated in the first few minutes of the game. But I get the impression he's an emotion guy that really needs to get going to really make good things happen for him in the game.
Yeah, and I can relate to that to a certain extent. If I miss 2 layups right from the beginning, it gets in your head, it messes with your rhythm. But he came back strong off the bench and put it in for a 3-point play.
Connects on the free throw, 70% free throw shooter. So 5-point game, Thunderbirds with the lead. Are they calling a foul or out of bounds?
Out of bounds.
It's out of bounds, okay. The one thing that the Aggies do not need is another foul on anyone really, well, especially Johnson and Martinez. Three-pointer. Prophet Johnson. Boy, he's having a game.
Yeah, he's one we're going to have to help out on.
Well, he hasn't missed a shot, Gary.
I know, and then the three-point percentage from ESCU is just continuing to get better and better.
Fouls on the Thunderbirds, number 5, Chaz Hutchinson. His first, 5th team foul.
So Darius Brown to inbound under the basket. Alcibor trying to get position in that post. He's a big one. And here he goes. Kick out three. Offensive rebound, and there's a foul. So we'll check the foul.
Yeah, we have 10 total fouls in the first 7 minutes of the game.
Wow.
I think that's pretty indicative to the hard-nosed type of play that both of these teams play with.
So Burris to the free throw line, 67% free throw shooter. Gets the first.
That's one thing that I watched the Aggies with last year. The free throw line was an inconsistent part of their game. And as far as I've watched this year, they've remedied that to a certain extent.
Both teams right around 70%. Well, you talked about free throws. He missed.
That's right. I should have known better.
Johnson. Unbelievable how hot that young man is right now. Has not missed a shot.
There's just some nights where the rim seems a little bit bigger than others.
Yep. Well, and it's huge for him. Three-pointer on the way for Burris. And how about that?
Looked like he wasn't quite ready to shoot that. Second-guessed himself going up.
I think everybody was kind of stunned.
Yeah.
Boy, when Johnson gets the ball, you better be ready. Deep three from Young, and Alcibor's got it, and Alcibor's going to be fouled.
Now we're in the one-on-one.
That's three fouls on Chaz Hutchinson. So now Southern Utah, a little bit of foul issues as Alcibor goes back to the free throw line.
And I think Brown is playing Johnson well. He's made some really tough shots, and Brown's keeping up with him through screens and other things. So it's been a tough night for him. He's just making the shots.
Now back in for the Aggies, number 22,
Yeah, like you said, sometimes you have those nights. Now, how long it lasts, we'll see.
That's right. Well, with the aggressive defense of Brown, I'm sure there's going to be some rhythm disruption at some point.
Alcibor's first is a miss. He's a decent free throw shooter, but can't connect there. You know, you were talking about Johnson. He's a transfer from Bellevue. He was actually the freshman of the year in that league that they play in. Scored 25 points a game. I mean, the guy can light it up.
Yeah.
Well, you do that in any league, you got it going on. Turnover. Alcibor active with the hands. And the Aggies will settle it down.
That was a great recovery by SUU on that turnover to get back. And
Wow.
With the floater for two.
I'm really impressed with his ability to get in the lane. Got a quick first step. Great defense. Look up court.
And a layup, Johnson. And just like that, the Aggies have fought right back. 5-point game.
This is where this crowd comes into it. They start getting momentum.
We got a good one here in Logan. Aggie basketball, Mountain West Network, and locally on KMYU. Back here in Logan, Dave Fox, Gary Wilkinson, Aggie basketball, their third game of the season. They beat South Dakota Mines in this building as we get a layup from Dominique Ford, 101-48. They had a great game the other day at Bradley, but unfortunately the Aggies lost it in overtime, 72-66, but they did have to battle back just to get to overtime, so played hard in that one. As Falsler dishes to Osibor, and Osibor cannot finish. And for Southern Utah, they lost at Cal State Bakersfield, and they beat Life Pacific 108-73. And a simple layup, almost too easy for Zion Young.
That win against Life Pacific really helped their point totals
sure
for the year.
Did. 108. Well, everyone has. It's like that's the Aggies, South Dakota Mines, right? As Aduje hits. But I guess early in the year, that's just, that's what you have.
That's right. Well,
Southern Utah has made 5 of their last 7 shots. They just are on fire. And that now they're going to call a travel on Pravin Johnson. He wanted a foul, but he fell to the ground with the ball.
Well, and SUU's so talented offensively. If you start to give them a little bit of rhythm, they're going to make you pay for it. And their shooting percentage has gone down a little bit, but still really, really, really good.
Uduje. Nope. Mark Felder out of Parowan. Here in Utah, Parowan High School in for that rebound. And there's Felder again. 3-pointer. And that one misses.
Aggie basketball.
And it will be Aggie basketball.
Now into the Thunderbirds, number 21.
One thing Utah State can't start doing is looking for fouls. They just have to play, get the foul count, get those out of their mind, and just play basketball. If you start looking for that, then you're focused on the things that aren't going to help you be successful.
Back in for Utah State.
Darius Brown will check back in.
He will replace Josh Uduje.
And Uduje goes to the bench.
I came up to practice to watch the Aggies, and Coach Sprinkle had them doing wind sprints. I remember those days, and it was this team should be in great shape after that.
Falslev up and in.
That's a tough shot.
Off the basket.
Oh, they thought they had a steal, and David Hall says no.
His first 15 foul.
Up and in.
As a player, it gets difficult when you have 12 fouls in the first 10 minutes to know what you can and can't do. And
do you get to know officials after a while what you are able to get away with or not get away with?
If you're a smart player, you learn how each official refs, and you kind of and these are great officials. You can talk to them and get a good understanding of where they. A lot of these refs ref meetings, which means they've been around for a long time.
Well, David Hall came up to us before the game and was telling us his first game was in 1981.
Yeah. That was before I was born.
Yeah. Hey, that wasn't before I was born, I'll tell you that much.
But not too much before.
Yeah, but he did tell us, what was it? It was Pan American against Lamar.
That's right.
In an NCAA tournament game. And then D.G. Nelson, of course, local guy. We all know him.
Yeah. He coached baseball at Slick when I was playing basketball there at Salt Lake Community College.
Well, he was excited to see you when he walked in.
Yeah. He's a great guy. He actually reffed me up here too.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, he's a great ref.
Fall away, and Zion Young, tough shot, goes in.
You can tell SUU's playing with a lot of confidence. They're smiling. They're having fun. That's when you really enjoy playing basketball. Is when shots are falling like this, you're enjoying it. You feel like you're in a good rhythm, and it's showing on the scoreboard.
Back in Robert Jeter. Number 21.
A couple of substitutions
Back in for the Aggies.
coming into the game. Southern Utah,
3.
4 out of their oh wow, 4 out of the last 5. Oh my goodness. And also, this place would have gone nuts.
Yeah,
if he could have finished that.
Pretty close to some top 10 type play.
Look at this.
At the free throw line.
Not quite high enough.
No, that foul that's probably a smart foul.
Yeah.
Shooting 2.
Yeah, you're right, because that was going in. So 2 free throws for Osobor. Again, 70% free throw shooter. He had 22 points and 7 rebounds in that Bradley game. It was a loss, but they battled back and got to overtime as he hits both.
When you're coming in with as many transfers, we had no points returning from last year.
Yeah, how about that? That's just nuts.
So
when I read that, I was like, really? 0?
Yeah. So when you go to Bradley, who's a good school.
Oh my! Brock Felder.
They're playing with a lot of confidence right now. You come up with plays like that, that's an athletic, great play. That gives you even more momentum.
Again, Felder, young man out of Parowan High School down in southern Utah. I should say south central Utah. Jump shot. How about Brown creating his shot?
Yeah, they got some athleticism down in Parowan.
Apparently. Yeah, the pride of Parowan just brought down the house.
That was impressive.
Deep 3. And how about the confidence of Zion Young?
They're feeling it.
Oh, what a block. Osobor. Here they come. Udajay, layup.
Turnovers to offense. That's what creates momentum. That's what the Aggies need right now. SUU's been really good at being able to come down and get a stop.
Oh, they're going to call that goaltending?
It looked like it was going to be short to me.
That's what I thought. We're going to have to look again here. Oh, I don't know. Wow. Okay, so give the basket to Southern Utah. So 37-29, under 6 to play first half, Aggie basketball.
And that's what got to be disciplined on those things. You've got momentum, you've had 2 stops, 4 points in a row, you're on a run, and that's what SUU's been good at. When Aggies get going on momentum, they come down and put a basket in and stops it.
Osobor curls in. Oh, they're going to call a blocking foul. And Osobor. I'll tell you what, Ledbetter comes in at 5'11", Osobor at 6'8", 250. I don't think Ledbetter had much of a chance.
I think he got the tough end of that
one.
Right,
he got the business end of that
That's
deal.
right. Osobor is a big boy.
And I think they're checking him now. I don't know if he got hit in the nose or the mouth, but he's bleeding, so he'll come out of the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of person coming his direction.
No kidding. So Osobor will go to the free throw line.
Osobor shooting 2.
He's actually 3 for 4 tonight, making 4 for 5.
Yeah, he's got a great touch. He really does.
There you go. Hits them both. 250-pounder out of England. 6th man of the year last year. They didn't really call it 6th man of the year, but in the Big Sky, playing at Montana State. I think it's top reserve or something like that. But you knew when Danny Sprinkle left Montana State, there were a couple guys that come with him, and that one was a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's a great pickup for Utah State.
3-pointer. They've started to cool off, and now Osobor gets that rebound, and Felder with the foul. So he's going to run right down to the free throw line again.
take a couple of free points. That's what's really keeping the Aggies in this game. SUU's got 10 team fouls, putting Aggies at the line for the next 5 minutes. That's going to be, wow, it's going to be tough. Yeah, Aggies are coming back purely on free throws.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of from Osamor, who's now 5 of 6. Make it 6 of 7. Well, you're right. He does have a really nice touch at the free throw line. Yeah. So now 7 of 8 on free throws for the Aggies. So 7 of his 11 points at the free throw line.
And that's the thing with SUU, man, that's a tough shot.
Little bank shot for the Prophet.
That's a tough shot. Playing against SUU, they generally have some undersized bigs. I always found that a little bit more difficult. They're a little quicker, can't feel their bodies, but Osabar's done a good job with them.
He's three-pointer in and out.
Should be
yeah, considering the first 2 minutes, Osamor looked really frustrated.
Yeah.
He has really settled down and settled into this game, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, and it just takes time. And SUU, they're great at getting you out of the things that you like to do, the things that you do well. They prepped well, and they understand where Utah State's offense comes from, and they've limited the three-pointers to 0 and kept their leading scorer just to relegate it to the foul line to make his points.
That's still amazing that here we are under 5 and the Aggies still do not have a three-point shot. 0 for 5. Kick out 3 on the way, Zion Young, no. And look at Osamor go. Kept that ball alive, and he's got it. And at the other end, a layup for Udeze.
Yeah.
We've got a 4-point game.
Jackson with his second pick foul. Hasn't he got called on the first one.
And that gives him 2.
Yep.
7 under 3 to play.
This is oh boy.
There he goes.
That's a variation on a play we used to run called dribble. Have your guard
dribble.
Yeah, dribble. They actually wrote a report about it in the Bleacher Report called the unstoppable play.
Coach and that was the play?
Yeah, Coach Morrill designed it. It's a variation of it, not quite the same, but me and Ty Wesley lived off that play. That was our bread and butter. Easy layups all day. Good defense.
You even made, who wrote an article on that?
I think it was Bleacher Report.
Bleacher Report.
Because the Warriors started running it.
Oh, that's awesome. Three-pointer, Darius Brown, and all of his team by the great Osamor block.
Yes. Good defense leads to good offense.
And a steal. Aggies have hit 5 out of their last 6 shots. Make it 6 of the last 7.
Now you can start hearing the crowd get into it. This is where the spectrum gets a little bit better. This is where things start to turn around.
Boy, it is loud. I mean, deafening. And we've got students right behind us.
Yes. I remember there were times I played in here, the ref would blow the whistle, I couldn't hear it.
Couldn't even hear it, yeah. Turnover. Here they come. Osamor ahead. Udeze brings down the house.
Coach Jeter
take the lead.
Coach Jeter's opted not to call a timeout and just let his team play it out. I guess it's just 1 minute left, so.
Yeah, a little surprising though. You'd think you'd want to stem the wave, but boy, the Aggies really playing well since that last timeout. Shot clock down to 2. Three-pointer, and that ends that run. Big three-pointer by Diachok from Russia out of Casper College.
Yeah, he's got a really nice stroke. Here it comes again.
One point, Southern Utah lead.
Puts Aggies back at the line.
That's 3 fouls now on Felder. That's got to be 3 guys with 3 fouls on Southern Utah's team. It's going to be very interesting to see Parsifala in this second half. We have not seen him. Good heavens, what was the first few minutes of the game?
Yeah, and as a player, that makes it really difficult to get back in and find a good rhythm in the second half when you've been sitting for so long.
So Osibor, boy, he has made a living tonight, Gary, at the free throw line, and 8 of 11. And this to take the lead.
If you can get your big man to shoot free throws like that.
Yeah, you're loving it, right?
Yep. Especially getting so many people into foul trouble.
Exactly. So here we go. Closing seconds, 1-point lead for the Aggies. They're on an 11-3 run to end this half. Zion Young says clear it out. Young deep 3, and he misses, and the Aggies will go to the locker room on that 11-3 run and taking the lead.
Yeah, well they've worked to have that 1-point lead. That's been something they've had to really work for to get there.
Wow, well, we've got a very entertaining game. Everything you want out of a game here at the Spectrum. We're going to take a break for halftime activities on the Mountain West Network and on KMYU TV locally. And welcome back to the Spectrum in Logan. Dave Fox, Gary Wilkinson, the pride of the Aggies, 2009 graduate, WAC Player of the Year. We were just talking with David Hall, and you reminded him, you reffed me, and he was like instantly, I know.
Yeah,
I remember.
He has a great memory because that was a long time ago.
Well,
and he's reffed a lot of basketball since then.
Yeah, he has. But he's done a lot of games in this building.
Yeah. So. Well, he was good friends with Coach Morrow when he was here.
All right, well, here we go. We got a 1-point game, and Gary, we got 20 minutes left. What do you want to see out of these two teams?
I think establishing an identity for the Aggies this year is an important component. This is a great team to do it against. They're so scrappy. If they can start to build some discipline and find some consistency within their offense, I think it's going to be a great step forward for the Aggies this year.
Well, let's see. And first shot is missed, as Udije can't get the 3 to go, so here come the Thunderbirds.
Good D.
Turnover. Darius Brown has it. It'd be interesting to keep an eye on Fala, who, as we talked about, he only played a few minutes early on, and now he's back starting the second half. So, in fact, he only played a couple minutes. He played 6 minutes of all.
Yeah, I think I would look to see if they go to him early, try to get him involved in this offense. He's a key component for them. And I'd be surprised if SUU keeps up the shooting like they did in the first half. They really burned the net.
I mean, they were in the 60s at one point.
Yeah.
Turnover. The lob. And up. Oh, my goodness. Osibor scores. And nice. Again, somebody else on the business end of that. This time it's Fala. I think he's cut 2 people tonight.
Yeah. I wouldn't like to see that coming at me.
He is strong.
He's tough. Well, it's nice to be able to have a big that you can throw it up to. He's long, he's athletic, he can go up, he's got great hands, get it and finish. Utah State's missed that a little bit in the last few years, where just have to go too big on the block where you can throw it down and make some plays.
So the officials are checking something here on the replay monitor. I'm not sure what it is they're looking at.
Yeah, I think,
the play we're coming off of is Osibor and Fala kind of going toe-to-toe.
I think Akmanpolo knocked him down.
Okay.
Foul on him. Up to see. Oh, that's right.
Well, there's the layup. And now they're saying no basket. So,
oh, they took away the basket?
Does that surprise? Yeah, that's what
they call a
your
foul?
buddy D.G. Nelson just signaled no basket.
Huh. I'll have to talk to him about that, see what happened.
Huh.
That's a weird call.
Yeah, that is. We don't have the benefit of multiple replays, so we'll trust that the officials are doing exactly what they need to do. Air ball. Might have been tipped. It looks like it got a hand on it. And here come the Aggies. Darius Brown back into the corner with Udije, and he's going to go to the rim and has to kick it out.
That's good disciplined basketball, working it in, finding the right shot.
Osibor, by the way, third block, and how about the three?
That's what I'm talking about. If you get it into the middle, get it into the paint, and then are able to go inside out, you're going to have a better shooting percentages from three. That's exactly what Utah State did there.
And now the Aggies have opened up a 6-point lead, their biggest of the game. And there's a foul. Darius Brown.
I really like his intensity on defense. He's scrappy, he gets after it.
Well, and he's signaling over to his coach, I got it, I understand. And of course, he played for Danny Sprinkle at Montana State.
And as a coach, you live with a few of those mistakes when your player's trying to be that aggressive defensively.
I don't remember Stu being that patient with mistakes. But that's just from the games that I watched.
Yeah, that's true, but I wasn't a defensive specialist by any stretch of imagination.
Kick ball, Aggies basketball. Yeah, but you played above the rim when you needed to.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's why you were the WAC Player of the Year in 2009. Conference Tournament Player of the Year as well.
I had a few good games at Utah State.
It was a lot of fun. That whole group, all you guys were a lot of fun to watch. Three-pointer on the way. Tipped in. How about Mason Falsland?
Yeah. He brings a lot of energy to this team, a lot of toughness and focus.
So you got the 6'9" Ogbong Polo shooting the three, and the 6'2" Mason Falsland tipping in the miss.
Yeah. I wish it was way when I played it. 6'9" could shoot threes, and then JC could have tipped it in for me, right?
There you go. We got a good one in Logan. The Aggies have opened up an 8-point lead on the Mountain West Network and locally on KMYU TV. The Osibor, the basket counted.
Yes.
But there was a foul ball that didn't, I guess, was the issue. And Osibor gets to the basket. So apparently there was an issue of was there a flagrant foul, and DG said there was not.
Right. As Osibor fell, he made contact with Fala, and they were determining whether that was a flagrant.
At the free throw line, break.
So now Osibor goes back to the free throw line. My goodness, he's shot 12 free throws already tonight.
Wow.
And made now 10 of them. That was his 13th, so 10 of 13. He is just racking up the points at the line. He's got 18 in the game, and more than half of those at the free throw line, and he's got another here.
Well, his ability to get to the free throw line is a skill. To be able to keep good, strong balance without being too aggressive offensively, getting offensive fouls. He's done a great job at that tonight.
Aggies up by 10. So complete domination in this second half.
Yeah, they came out looking like a different team. They had a different focus, and they've been able to move the ball offensively to get themselves in scoring position.
Yeah, Southern Utah has not scored at all in the second half of this game. And remember, the Aggies ended the first half, what was that, like 11-3 run, I think. Yeah. Braden Housley, number 4 from Skyridge High School, inbounded there to our Parowan big man.
Those are the type of shots that were falling in the first half, aren't falling in the second half. Not getting back on D.
Right to the rack. Offensive foul.
See outside the lane.
So remember, Martinez got the 2 quick fouls in the early going of the game, and now he picks up his 3rd.
SU did a great job getting back and getting in position on that.
This is the first of our 10-game schedule locally on KMYU television. Next up, December 2nd, Cal Irvine coming to Logan, take on the Aggies. There was a time way, way back in the early days when Cal Irvine and the Aggies were in the same conference. You were just a baby then. The old PCAA, PCAA.
And the Big West, right?
And right, exactly.
Is that what the PCA turned into?
PCA became that. Pacific Coast Athletic Conference. UNLV was a part of that.
Things have changed
a
little
just
bit.
A little bit,
huh?
Braden Housley kicks out, 3 on the way, and that is the first bucket in the second half for Southern Utah as Dominic Ford hits the 3.
They needed that.
Boy, did they ever. Oh, Osibor hit big man on the run, couldn't hang on. And here they come. And at the other end, it's a layup for Ford again. So how about Ford here in this second half? Helping keep Southern Utah in it. Osibor on the layup. Oh, and he looks like he's limping. Yeah, they're going to need to get a timeout. Let's see what happens.
That'd be a significant loss. Sometimes you get those little ankle or knee tweaks and you just need to walk it off, get a chance to just move around, and it'll loosen itself up. I don't think injuries existed back in my day.
Yeah, you didn't. You weren't allowed.
You weren't allowed to be injured.
Carson Templin checks in. Oh, yeah. I mean, Stockton, Malone, Jazz, those guys never miss
games.
yeah.
I'm here with Craig, a 2019 graduate.
Aggies really making a living, Gary, at the free throw line. 21 free throws shot. They made 15 of them. Most of those from great Osibor.
Yeah, they've done a great job of getting to the foul line. It's been their saving grace tonight. Been struggling to find their rhythm offensively in the first half. Second half's been a bit better, but those their free throws have been helping them out. Great defense by the Aggies.
And then the drive and the block. It looks like Ogbong Polo got a piece of that. And Felder's shot is swatted away. Falslev. And Mason draws the foul.
This is an opportunity for Aggies to settle down, get a little discipline, get an easy bucket, and help keep up the momentum they've already established in the second half.
3 fouls on Housley. So the Lehigh Skyridge High School grad will go to the bench. Well, you'd have to say one of the disappointing nights by far in this game is Parsifala, as that shot goes up, doesn't go in, but does draw the foul, because it's just been a struggle for him, Gary. He hasn't been able to play a lot of minutes, and he's their leading scorer, 15 points a game.
I think Osibar's done a great job with him. It's been hard for him to get in a rhythm, got him into foul trouble early, and that's been a difficult point for him throughout this game. He only played 6 minutes in the first half, and he's sat quite a bit in the second.
Right, he's only played a couple here in the second half. Free throw. Missed. Rouge hasn't had a lot of time at the free throw line. Coming into this game, he only shot 2 free throws on the season. And these are his first tonight. So there you go.
Yep. Just need to stay at the free throw line. Seems like that's where the Aggies are going to keep themselves in this game.
And completely dominating in terms of versus Southern Utah, because they've only shot 2 of them, or made 2 of them. Hutchinson, the other end. 58-52, Aggies. Step back 3 is up and in. Darius Brown.
I think Darius has all of our threes tonight.
Yeah, you're all right. 3 of 5.
17th foul.
Nobody
His
else can
shooting
hit him.
percentage is great from 3. Aggie's shooting percentage is terrible.
That's right.
They're at probably a little bit better than 16% right now.
Well, were it not for Brown, they'd be at 0.
Right.
Oh, that came off the front of the rim hard, and here we go.
But both of these teams are very versatile. They can switch screens and they can defend a lot of positions. It's been fun to watch them be able to move like that.
Mason Falsa.
Nice
Oh,
pass.
great pass.
He's had a lot of poise for a freshman, making good decisions, not forcing things, playing within the game. That's a tough thing to learn as a young player, is being able to play within the game, not trying to force things. He's done a great job at that.
Aggies have hit 6 out of their last 8 field goals. They are rolling. But right now, Prophet Johnson is going to go to the free throw line.
It's the leading scorer for them for SUU tonight. Looks like Alcibor's headed up to the
he's going up the
training
tunnel
room.
right now. Well, we just
to get stretched, it looks like.
Check it out up there, right?
That's a good sign.
Prophet Johnson played at Bellevue College in Washington last year, freshman of the year. Scored 25 a game, and at the other end, Aggies kick out 3 on the way. Udajay can't get it to go. And coming right back. Oh, there's a block. A block for Ogbon Polo.
That's 2 great blocks for him. He's a long, athletic player.
Yeah, 6'9", 190-pounder. The USC and Wyoming transfer. A little nifty shot, but it won't fall for Udajay.
Good hustle on both teams' part. Both being scrappy.
Possession goes to the Thunderbirds. Back in for the T-Birds, Chaz Hutchinson.
So Chaz Hutchinson will check in now. Zion Young goes to the bench for Southern Utah.
Zion's been a real spark for them. I don't imagine he'll be sitting long.
Another one of the transfers out of Oakland University. And into the, well, you saw Chaz Hutchinson try to make the pass, didn't work out. And at the other end, same thing for the Aggies. So at the end of all that, it goes right back to Southern Utah. Boy, you weren't kidding about some of these subs. They are in and out.
Yeah, he brought a lot of offensive firepower to him. I think to a certain extent the transfer portal does equalize things a little bit. You get some really good players at schools that wouldn't normally have a shot at them. SUU's got some really talented players, very athletic.
Turnovers have been rough tonight. Southern Utah with 9, the Aggies with 10 as they connect on the 3. And the drive. And 1. Josh Udajay.
He's been probing for that all night. Been able to get into the lanes, looking. That's a shot that he's looked for all night. Gets this one to go.
The transfer from Coastal Carolina. From London, England.
We've had a couple guys from London come through here.
Yeah, Osabor and Udige.
Then we had Akin last year.
Yeah. Who's still playing overseas, I believe.
Yeah, Strasbourg.
Shooting one.
Utah State's had a lot of success with players playing professionally in the last little bit.
Yeah, they have indeed. Udige hits. Aggies lead back to 10. Since about the 3-minute mark of the first half, the Aggies have really taken control of this game. And Zion Young, no basket. D.G. Nelson says on the floor. 4 fouls, though, now.
Looks like Jackson took an elbow from Young before that happened.
Aggie basketball, Mountain West Network and KMYU TV locally will be back. Back here in Logan, Aggie basketball. The Aggies taking on Southern Utah. Dave Fox, along with former Aggie Gary Wilkinson, the 2009 WAC Player of the Year. Had some good years under Stu Morrill in this building. He was here a long time. Very successful coach.
Yeah, I think this court needs his name on it.
Yeah. Of course.
that's only Gary talking though, but I'm a little biased.
Yeah. I think that'd be well deserved.
Yeah.
Another former Aggie coach, Con Smith, sitting a couple rows behind the Aggie bench right now. We both noticed.
Yeah.
Con's here hanging out.
He's had a storied career coaching with Bobby Knight.
Absolutely.
All the experience. I got to talk with Con last night. He's a good guy.
Even after he left coaching here, still a fixture in the northern Utah area. 3-pointer on the way. Darius Brown hits again. My goodness, Brown is the 3-point specialist tonight.
Yeah, he's got it dialed in there.
Three-pointer the other way. That was a little off balance. Dominic Ford probably hoping for a foul and didn't get it.
And Udige went up high for that one. Oh, missed Osabar under the basket. He's wanting the ball. Got to create good passing angles.
Good to see him back in the game.
Yeah.
Osabar had to go up and get stretched a little bit. And the jumper from the baseline, Udige, and he's starting to heat up.
Well, Aggies are turning up the percentages in the second half with 63%.
14 points now for Udige, as Brown's got 18 and Osabor's got 21.
Prophet Johnson just had his first miss of the game.
And we were wondering when he was ever going to cool off, because he has been playing great for Southern Utah. We got a foul. Oh, this is going to be an offensive foul on Osabor, but that's his first.
The Aggies can't become stagnant in their office, just trying to force it into one place. Osabor is getting frustrated, wanting the ball down below, and gave the guy a little bit too much of a friendly knocked him down.
He just wants his position.
Oh, I get that.
You're right.
I've been there.
Yeah, you've been there. You get a little too aggressive, though, and with the right or wrong official, depending on how you want to look at it, it's going to get called.
That's right.
3-pointer. How about that? Braden Housley.
Yeah, he's got a nice release on that shot. Good high arc.
Oh, Osabor can't handle that, so Arsafala back in the game. We'll see what he can do. Keep an eye on 22. Good battle going on in the post.
Yeah,
and here he goes.
This is what they were looking for from the beginning of the game. Shooter.
That was on Darius Brown.
So Darius Brown just picked up his third.
It's tough to get a foul that far from the basket. Aggies are already got 10 team fouls this half. Looks like the table's turned half to half.
Yeah.
Housley.
So Housley going to the free throw line, 75% free throw shooter. And the fans.
The old Aggie chants.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, the fans, when I was here, they would do some pretty extensive research on the teams we were playing.
That's what I understand, yeah. They knew what they were doing.
That's right. Investigative journalism.
Right.
That's what I called it.
Very wise fans back in the day.
That's right.
Brown again. And again he hits. Are you kidding me? That's 5 threes, and no one else on the Aggies has got one. Oh, they might call a goaltending on that, and they do. So Braden Housley gets the basket as Max Agbankpolo got a little too high.
The one thing I've been impressed with the Aggies is they have quite a few two-way players. They don't seem to have too many guys that take a break on defense.
Right, yeah.
That's when I used to get my rest.
Was on defense?
I was on defense.
So you always had the worst player on the other team.
Yeah. I'm not proud to admit it.
Yeah,
but it seemed to be
I know
the way
how
it
that
worked.
works. Brown and Alcibor, by the way, each have 21 points, and there's a foul.
Foul's on number 1, Dominic
So
Ford.
Dominic Ford picks up
His first
that foul, just his first.
16 foul.
And
Yeah.
they're finding 16 fouls.
Yeah, the refs calling this one tight. I think they're doing a good job.
Under 9 to go. The Aggies, they burst out of that quick lead early, and it's been hovering right around that 9-10 point lead. And right now it is ballooned to 11. Brown. And a foul on also. Oh, and
That's been the story of his night.
he just picked up his 5th foul. What a night for him. That's not what he expected. The old left, right chant. That's a rough night for Parsifal. I mean, let's be honest, he's a better player than this. He just had a rough night. He's their leading scorer, 15 points, 6 rebounds a game, played on the Iranian national team from Iran. Really a good player. And just not his night.
Well, with foul trouble early, it just changes the way you play, makes it difficult. And Alcibar's just done a great job to keep the pressure on him. And the Aggies keep going that direction.
The step back jumper won't go, and it just has not been a good second half for Southern Utah. Oh, Brown looked at another three.
Nice play.
And Martinez can't get it to fall.
I think Brown's having a great shooting night, but he's still looking for his teammates. He's not forcing shots. He's creating shots. I like his poise.
Prophet Johnson on the follow-away.
He continues scoring.
Eight minutes to go.
Got him.
Sabor got him up in the air and scored.
With the basket.
Aggies do a great job of getting him into scoring position. They find plays, they're patient, and the teammates are looking for each other.
He's got 23 now. You know, and Rob Jeter's got the task of trying to figure out who can defend him. Because Osibor is just a load that he just did get a foul. So Osibor gets the foul, and we're headed to a commercial break. Aggies up 76-65 on the Mountain West Network and KMYU. Coming for Chaz Hutchinson. Both these teams come in one and one. Both of them with new coaches. Danny Sprinkle in his first year with the Aggies, replacing Ryan Odom. And Rob Jeter in his first year at Southern Utah, replacing Todd Simon, who'd been here for a few years.
Yeah, I think SUU and Utah State both got a great deal with these two coaches.
Yeah.
Seasoned experience and have won where they've been at.
Hutchinson connects. And this game's still very much anybody's ball game. The Aggies, though, with the lead right now. Brown with the basketball has just been marvelous tonight. Mason false slip. Oh, he lost it but got it back.
That's a pretty athletic play in of
Yeah,
itself.
no kidding. Brown.
That's a
Osabor.
strong rebound.
How about that?
It's nice to have a guy where you can kind of just throw it up near the basket and he can.
You know he's going to be there, right?
Yes. Looks like Martinez might have fouled out.
Yeah, it looks like that's the case. Yep.
In to replace Martinez.
How come they don't do the left, right when he goes to the bench?
Hey, I'll just tell you this. I was glad I was on the side of the spectrum.
Oh, I'll bet you were. But if you fouled out in Provo, you experienced it.
Yeah, that's right. I never made it to Provo when I was here.
Okay. That's right. They weren't. Okay.
We only played at Energy Solutions back when Energy Solutions was Energy Solutions.
Yeah, that's right.
Delta Center.
That was like 3 names ago.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, now we're starting to age me here.
It's great to have it back at Delta Center, and of course all their games on KJazz, the KUTV family of stations. All of our Utah State games will be on KMYU.
Just down at the Delta Center watching the Jazz play one of my old teams, the New Zealand Breakers.
Yes, that really?
Yeah.
You played for them?
I played for the Breakers, won 2 championships with the Breakers.
Wow. I did not. I knew you played in Australia. I didn't realize it was or New Zealand.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was the Breakers. Oh, football!
That's a fantastic play.
What a game for that young man. Gary's got 27 points.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Mousy gets.
Yeah, for this first 3 games, he's been really impressive. He's versatile.
Well, averaging 18 in his first 2.
That average will go up tonight.
Yeah, big with 27. Now Southern Utah getting into that danger zone. We got to be careful not let the game get away from you. False up. Oh, dishes. Osabor.
Yep, that's good basketball.
Brown, another 3. No. Boy, this place would have come unglued.
That's right.
That one would have gone in.
Be like the Spectrum of old. SUU's done a great job about that. Anytime where the game just seems to be getting out of reach.
There they go.
Yep, they come back, showing a lot of toughness, a lot of focus to keep themselves in the game.
They are not letting up on Fala, who fouled out like 5 minutes ago. That's only 2 games in, but that's a big number for a college player.
Yeah, 7 assists a game and scoring the ball like he's scoring it.
Oh, what a move in the post. Up and in for Dominique Ford. And now Southern Utah on a little bit of a run, not going away.
Yep, this is a great early game for the Aggies to help them see if they can keep the pressure on a team that wants to stay in the game and see if they can be disciplined to pull out a win. You got your starters in foul trouble.
Uh-oh. That's a blocking foul. So Prophet Johnson picks up that one. Interesting, too, that I guess we can agree that Osabor and Brown are kind of the team leaders, and they're the 2 that came with Sprinkle from Montana State, the 2 guys that are used to him, that know him really well.
Yeah. Yeah, they're used to the way he coaches.
And maybe it evens out as they play more and more games, but, you know.
Well, and I think Coach Sprinkle's getting used to the guys that are here.
Yeah. I mean, they're all introducing themselves to each other, right? They've got 13 newcomers.
Right, 0 points returning like we talked about earlier.
That's so unusual.
Yeah.
So. But, like I said, you like what you see in the early going, so we'll see how this season develops. They were picked pretty low As that shot goes up and in for Dominique Ford in the preseason Mountain West Conference standings. But that's because the media tends to do that when you get a new coach and a bunch of new players. So, we'll let it develop before we decide that.
Yeah. I think they could be a dark horse in the Mountain West this year. They've got a lot of talent, a lot of firepower. See if they can get to a point where they can translate into wins.
Right now, Southern Utah, though, on a 7-0 run. So remember, it was 80-69.
This is a hard place to come back in. When the fans get into it and Utah State gets momentum, that's a hard. So this says a lot about SUU, who've just stuck with it, weathered the storms, weathered the runs, and kept themselves in a place where they could come out with a win.
And Mason Falslev ends that drought with the free throw. A young man who just played right up the road at Skyview, played football. He won a football state championship up there and basketball.
Yeah, he's athletic enough. He could have done a lot of things.
Yeah. So a 5-point Aggies lead. We're approaching 4 to play. They have 1 point, Gary, in the last 2:17 of this game. One. Oh, that would have been a big one for Southern Utah. And how about Falslev going to getting that rebound?
Utah State's going to use the clock and try to get themselves an easy bucket.
Brown to Osabor.
Darius Brown.
That's a tough combo when you got a guard that can come off and shoot. You got to respect the three, and then he gets into the paint.
On the other end, Falslev is going to pick up the foul.
He was pretty straight up.
That last throwdown from Osabor, first field goal in 3 minutes. So you thought Falslev maybe where he should have been.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a foul nonetheless, and we'll get the free throws when we come back to Aggie Basketball, Mountain West Network, and KMYU. So great Osabor and Brown have combined for 50 points in this game. Can you believe that? And Osabor obviously has a double-double because he had 10 rebounds. Yeah, 29 points.
They're doing it so efficiently too. They're not taking bad shots. They're making good plays, and that's, if you can have players put up those numbers with the percentages that they're doing it at, that's going to be a pretty successful duo.
And we were talking, you pointed out Falslev is a point and a rebound and away from a double-double himself.
Yeah. Delay a game. Looks like they crossed the line on the inbound. That'll be a delay a game in SUU. Next one's a technical.
Yeah. A 5-point game. Got to eliminate mistakes this late. And Aggies still have the ball.
Now you like games like this early in the season, because this is how it's going to be as you get into conference play.
Right.
Very tough, scrappy games where you have to make disciplined plays down the stretch. This is a good preparatory game for Utah State as they prepare for conference play.
Oh, boy. Holy smokes. And Chaz Hutchinson's pointing the other way. They're going to talk about this. David Hall and D.G. Nelson. Take a look here. Oh, man. I mean, Zion Young just...
He decided to go through the screen instead of around it.
He ran into a wall.
Yeah. Osabor's found a few of the SUU players tonight.
Yeah, he has. So now they're going to go to the monitor and take a look at this. And hopefully we'll get a look at it as well. Not quite sure.
Yeah, it looked like he was just trying to do a dribble handoff. And they decided to go through the dribble handoff.
full disclosure, we don't have full control over our replays here, so there's not much we can do about that. We get a good look at the fans, though.
Yeah.
So
that's almost as entertaining, isn't it?
Yeah. So they are looking at, we did show you the one replay. By the way, here's kind of an interesting side note. Osobor has actually tied his career high with 4 assists.
Oh.
So a good passer as well for a big man.
Yeah. 4 assists, 10 rebounds, 29 points. That's a good night.
Yeah, that is a good night.
1 steal, 3 blocks. Filling up the stat sheet.
So we'll see what happens on this call. Does Hutchinson get the foul? You know, we're going to get an explanation right now. Wow, so Zion Young gets a flagrant 1 for that. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would have called that a flagrant 1. I mean, I think he was a little aggressive coming through the screen, but I don't think he was trying to hurt anybody or trying to.
I wish we could get another look at that,
yeah. But I can tell you, you definitely don't want to call like that at this point in the game. Gives Utah State the ball back. Two buckets, so now Osobor's got 31 points.
Which is a career high, by the way, including at Montana State.
Good for him. I think, it's a very thin line that separates the conferences and who can play in what conference. It's fun to watch players come from conference like the Big West into the Mountain West and see them be really successful. Or excuse me, the Big Sky.
Big Sky.
Big Sky.
And they were a good team in that league while he was playing. Very good team. Ball slip, kick out, corner 3. How about that? At the buzzer.
An unselfish play, and that flagrant run turned into a 5-point swing for the Aggies.
And a layup right back at the other end, Prophet Johnson, but we're at 2:44 and an 8-point Aggie lead.
And that's what SUU has done all. What a football lineup!
Yeah, it is. Well,
Mason's well suited for this play.
Right. I don't know that I've ever seen that.
I have not.
That is interesting.
Well, Sprinkle brings a little variety and some spice to the inbound play.
Brown. Oh, how about the little teardrop up and in for Jackson.
Jackson's hit a couple big shots down the stretch here. Had a 3 and then that teardrop that he just put in.
Boy, Osobor gets one more basket. It will be the biggest single game since Taylor Funk against New Mexico in the Mountain West quarterfinal last year. He had 32 in that game. As the fall away goes for Prophet Johnson. And Osobor has 31 right now. Falslev. And he goes over double figures. 11 points now for Falslev. Corner 3.
Oh, he's going for his double-double. Looks like Udajay took away Mason's potential double-double with that rebound.
He stole it away from him. I think Falslev had a little grin on his face. I don't know if I can't imagine he knew that, but
yeah, I don't think he would.
Probably not. Darius Brown has really been terrific tonight. Look at this, going for another 3.
That was in and out.
Boy, that looked really good.
Yeah.
But only 30 seconds to go now in a 10-point Utah State lead. And you got to credit this Southern Utah team. They came in, especially in that first half, Gary, and they fought hard.
Yes. Well, I think it gave Utah State a good idea of what type of basketball they're going to need to play to be successful in the Mountain West. This SUU team's a really good team, and they gave Utah State all they could handle tonight.
A little layup, finish things off for Braden Housley. And a foul on Brown. Boy, that's, you know, it's an interesting thing. Brown has had just a great night. He's hit all those threes. He's got 21 points, he's got 8 assists, and he hasn't shot a free throw.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing.
Yeah, Alcibar has made his living at the free throw line tonight, and Brown
doesn't
done
have
it all from the three. He have 5 threes tonight?
Yeah, exactly. And now he's got a free throw. 5 of 9 from three-point range. I mean, he's 2 assists away from a double-double.
Yeah. Hey, well-balanced scoring, well-balanced effort from Utah State tonight. Showed a lot about what they're capable of. I think they have a very high ceiling. There's a lot of versatility and a lot of talent on the team. You know, Johnson, who started the game, sat the entire game after those 2 fouls. So
that's a great point. There's another one, yeah. So 10 seconds. It's all academic now as the Aggies are going to dribble this one out. And they're going to leave with a big home win.
That's a good win.
What a night for Utah State. 31 out of Osibor, 22 out of Brown. Udije with 14, and Gary, you got to be impressed, especially with his second half effort.
Yeah, the Aggies came out with the second half. They played the type of basketball that they need to. They kept Fala out of the game. And
that was a big part.
They just really executed well down the stretch, and I'm excited to see how this Aggie team grows throughout the year.
Well, it's early. Only 3 games in. The Aggies are 2-1, but it's been a lot of fun tonight. Fun to watch this game. Gary, thank you so much for doing this with us. Let's keep it going.
Let's do it.
Aggies get the win on the Mountain West Network and KMYU. Thanks for joining us tonight, everyone.